Hey guys, it's Marla. Welcome back to Twinstrology. This is going to be an astrological report for the 12/12 gateway and the Gemini full moon that's happening the following day on December 13th. Now, most of you guys know that full moons are culminations, and this is the last full moon of 2016. 2016 has been a year of completions, finishing up. 2016 adds up to a 9, and so this is the ending of one chapter, and 2017 adds up to 1. This is starting a new chapter. And when I woke up this morning, I had a message from Spirit that I'm going through my own little transition from the old to the new. And part of that is focused on my brand Twinstrology. So most of you that follow me know who I am, but for those that don't, my name is Marla Kelly, and I'm a channel, intuitive, astrologer, and healer. And I began doing this professionally in 2014, actually the end of December 2014. And my primary focus was light workers and trying to help light workers with the ascension. But lo and behold, the primary people that came to me were twin flames or twin souls. For those of you that don't know, a twin flame is one soul that's been split and put into two bodies. So there's two people walking around on the planet, each carrying the same soul. Now, technically, there's a lot of twin flames that have the other half of their soul in spirit. But I'm talking about twin flames that are incarnated here on Earth right now because they're helping with the ascension. And the ascension itself, for those that don't know, is the raising of the planet from the third dimensional vibration to the fifth dimensional vibration. And all that means is we're shifting consciousness from a fear-based consciousness to a love-based consciousness. And twin flames they're really the frontline light workers of the ascension, because what they're here to do is heal themselves to the point of being in a state of unconditional love. And when we reach that state, we can vibrate at the frequency of love versus the emotional attachment of love. So I'm not talking about romantic love, and any twin flame will tell you that being a twin flame is not all about the romance. It's a lot of pain and hard work. So anyway, these were my primary clients. And so I began doing articles for twin flames, and I started doing videos. I had another Facebook page that eventually turned into another YouTube channel. So what happened was I had two different things going, two almost separate businesses. And I know that it's time to start bringing these two businesses together. A few months ago, I asked a friend of mine, Debbie Dubois, to build a new website for me. And at that time, Spirit told me to put that brand under Twinstrology because that's really where my business was growing and what they wanted me to gear myself towards. And, a lot of you guys know that I'm always posting things about love, and I'm just a big romantic at heart, even though I talked about love being a frequency, not just an emotion. But I love my twin flame clients. So when I woke up today, I was told that it's time to start bringing these two things together more. I want to open things up a little bit. I'm not going to stop focusing on twin flames. In fact, I may even do more things for twin flames in the future. But I want to open it up more to other types of light workers. And I also work with soulmates as well that are looking to elevate their relationship beyond the mundane into more of a sacred type of relationship, who want to heal themselves enough to, again, find that vibration of unconditional love, get rid of codependency, and really form an equal partnership. So basically, helping people heal is my mission so that they can form a loving and true partnership that carries the frequency of love and helps the ascension. But I'm also, I don't want to limit myself just to that. So I want to open up a bit more to all kinds of light workers, anyone that is looking for spiritual information. And I'll be shifting both my brands more and more over the next couple months into one. So I may keep my other Facebook page and YouTube channel open, but I'm not sure yet. At the very least, there's going to be a name change to Marla Kelly, and Twinstrology will be the same. Hopefully I can shift those all into one at some point. But really, my mission is to inspire people and to motivate people to keep going even when the energy is hard. And healing is an extremely challenging yet so rewarding opportunity for growth. All right, so that's my news. I'm just going to be doing more with this channel and aligning myself more with Twinstrology than trying to keep two separate things going. And so there's a lot of people around me that don't really know that I work with twin flames. And I haven't really thought it important to tell them. I haven't thought that those people would understand, because this is a very spiritual concept and a lot of people don't understand what it is. But I've been doing a lot on my own empowerment and my own wholeness and healing myself. And what came to me today was, it doesn't matter whether people understand what I do or not. All that matters is that I'm willing to speak it. And if they're willing to listen, then they can listen. If they're not interested, then they can move on and find something else that resonates with them. But this is what I do. And I'm proud of what I've accomplished in 2 years. And I owe that all to you guys. So thank you so much. All right, now on to this report for the 12/12 Gateway. Okay. So this is going to be a big influx of energy, and I'm feeling this energy is coming straight from the sun. I know that people have been talking about solar flares and things. I don't really know anything about that. All I know is the feeling that I get. And this is telling me that we have a big influx of solar energy that is continuing to wake people up. Now the sun is going to be in Sagittarius. It's conjunct Saturn. The sun is conjunct Saturn. That's what I want to talk about first. So what I'm getting about Sun Saturn is that this is really rewards for all the hard work that light workers have done, not just this year, but for many years. I started my own ascension journey in 2008. And I've been doing hardcore ascension work since 2012 So it's been a long time. So for those of you that have been working your tails off, it's like Sun and Saturn come together, starting a new cycle. And, we've been building this foundation for the work that we've done. And it's like the foundation is complete. And soon we'll start getting to see the payoff for our work. Now, the Sun and Saturn are going to be square Chiron. And actually the moon as well. I'm looking at the chart for the 12-12 gateway. And so the moon is not opposite the sun in this chart, but the next day, the moon is opposite the sun, and they're squaring Chiron. And Saturn is there as well, squaring Chiron. So, guys, you've done a lot of healing. Chiron is about healing. He's about past lives, healing those past life wounds. When I talk about healing, healing has the way to ascension. Healing has the way to a divine partnership. I'm talking about healing in all dimensions, all timelines. Been doing a lot of work, and that's what Chiron is about. Chiron is multidimensional, and he's in Pisces, which is intensifying this aspect of him. You become a lot clearer on things over this past year. You've grown more. You've gained a lot of insight. And you've uncovered skills and abilities that a lot of you didn't know that you had. And you've done great teamwork together as well. And it's time to start using those skills and abilities to help heal other people. The sun and the moon for the full moon are in Sag and Gemini. This is the teacher energy, the guru, the philosopher. So it's time for light workers to head out on your mission. This isn't the first time I've been talking about it, and other people are talking about it. This is really go time for mission, because more and more people are going to be waking up and they're going to be looking for answers, and you're going to be very needed. Above all, as well, Chiron was a teacher, and he's inspiring us to take our gifts and abilities and to teach others and to help others raise their vibration. We also have on the full moon a mystic rectangle with the sun and the moon and Jupiter and Uranus. So Jupiter opposite Uranus is going to be going on for, about a year. It's going to be going on well into next year anyways. And this is about truth coming out, justice being done. And it's not going to be an easy transit. At the 12-12 gateway and the full moon, the Sabian for Uranus is a boxer enters the ring, and the Sabian for Jupiter is two robbers in hiding. So both of those deal with kind of dark or violent energies. So truth coming out, yes, it's good, but it can also cause a lot of fear and negativity to be unleashed. And we've been dealing with that energy a little bit recently because I've been told to pass the message on to you guys to clear and shield your energy twice a day. And that's just because there's a lot of negativity being churned up and out of people at this time has, more and more people are waking up. Plus, everything's in flux right now. Nothing's really clear. And so it's challenging for people not to know where they're going, and it puts them in a fear mentality. And so that's why I've been telling you to clear yourself. So you may want to continue doing that. Because when the truth comes out, sometimes truth is painful. Sometimes people sometimes people hide from the truth themselves because they can't bear to face it. It's painful. So I feel like we might be in for a bit of that, especially with when the first things start coming out. And again, this is a transit. Uranus opposite Jupiter is a transit that's going to be going on a while. And they're square to Pluto as well. But at the time of the full moon, like I mentioned, they're going to be forming this mystic rectangle, which this is telling me that the veil is going to be very, very thin that's going to be on the day of the full moon, the 13th. The veil will be thin. When I was talking about Jupiter and Uranus and truths coming out, and I mentioned that they're square Pluto, and Mercury right now is conjunct Pluto as well. Pluto's buried, things that are buried. So this can be truths coming up to the surface from your subconscious, or just truths in general that people have been trying to bury, and now suddenly they come out. Now, of course, Pluto's going to be in that T-square with them for a while, but Mercury's fast moving. So Mercury transiting this area of the chart is only going to be happening probably for about a week. So that is going to be a quicker challenge. So something could come out short term as well, or watch for something to come out. Of course, Mercury is going retrograde. Darn it, and I'm not prepared because I didn't check the degrees that Mercury is going retrograde on. But actually, I know that he's going back into Sagittarius. So I take that back. This is going to be a longer transit because Mercury is going to go over Pluto, and he's going to go back, and then he's going to come forward. So he's going to conjunct Pluto 3 times. So I would expect some truth to come out during that time. Something that was buried. And it's interesting. We have the asteroid Wisdom opposite Mercury and Pluto. I feel like this is waking people up. Okay. Sorry, I'm tuning in. Wisdom, there's going to be wisdom that's been buried in you coming up to the surface during Mercury's retrograde period. Okay, I'm getting it confused with another aspect that I'm also got in my brain, which is the asteroid Justice, which is opposite the asteroid Wake. And what I'm hearing from that is that aspect is waking people up. And with the justice and the wake, again, it's seeing truth, similar to the other aspect I talked about, but it's also seeing no separation. I mentioned asteroid justice, okay, that's how I pronounce it, justice, but it's spelled just us. And so I'm feeling also seeing everyone as one. That there's going to be seeing through separation. Creating balance and equality as well. We also have going on Mars, conjunct Pallas Athena and Aquarius, and both of them trine asteroid Pandora. Of course, Pandora has to do with the Greek myth of Pandora, who opened up the famous Pandora's box and she unleashed all the evils onto the world. She had this box and she didn't know what was inside. She was just told not to open it. And she was a curious person, and eventually she couldn't help herself. So this is the energy of this asteroid. Pallas and Mars want you to expand, especially in the sign of Aquarius. Mars is like giving you a push to expand. Pallas is about your patterns. They're both warrior energies. But while Mars wants to use brute force, Pallas uses logic in order to win battles. So Pallas is telling Mars the patterns that you need to break. What's holding you back? And of course, the Sun is in Sagittarius, conjunct Saturn. They're also talking to you, telling you the patterns that you need to let go of that are stopping you from shifting out of fear and into love. So seeing the patterns. And what I'm getting is that for many of you, you're ready to let go of these patterns and you're ready to expand and see what's out there. Part of this is opening that box. The box represents your future, the unknown, and shifting from how you used to be to shifting to the new you, to transforming. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're ready. You're ready for that. To let go and shift, see what everything's about, to look in the box. It's going to be for a lot of new people that are waking up, that have been waking up since the spring. And they're ready to take their awakening to the next level. And when you open Pandora's box, there's no going back. That's the thing. It's like the tipping point. No going back. All right, and then on 12/12, I want to talk about a yod that's forming between the South Node, sextile asteroid union, which represents sacred union, and both of them are in conjunct the asteroid Vesta in Leo. And on the flip of Vesta, we call that a yod because it forms a triangle. looks like this in the chart. And then the opposite of Vesta, which would be the point down here, is Venus. So this is an important formation that's happening. And finger of gods, they're called that because it's like God is trying to draw your attention to something. So what I channeled around this is that we're going to be letting go of more old patterns and beliefs, and letting go of how you think things should be. Seeing things from a different perspective. Now, the South Node represents your past, not just this incarnation, but your past lives. And it's working with the asteroid union. So it's kind of asking you to let go of your preconceived notions of relationships. Vesta, I just did a video on Vesta if you wanted to go back and look at that. Vesta is, in this case, she's doing some purification, and she's helping purify the past life issues represented by the South Node. Some of you could have memories coming up around your past lives, and this is helping release blocks and fears. And what it's helping you release the block of is your own inner union. So the blending of the masculine and feminine energies inside of you that really is necessary in order to come into wholeness, to become empowered, and then create a sacred union with another person outside of yourself, be that a twin flame or soulmate. So let me try and recap that. You're releasing blocks, past life, and this incarnation as well. Earlier blocks that were created that were in some way altering your own divine feminine and masculine energies from being balanced. Now Vesta is taking the baton from Chiron, who was working on this earlier in the year. Chiron just went direct December 1st, the same day that Vesta went retrograde. And she's helping to purify those old patterns away. Vesta is one of the rulers of sacred union. And because Venus is on the opposite end, this is allowing you to come into balance in your masculine and feminine. Vesta's in Leo. So your heart is the sacred space where these energies reside. Okay, Vesta also rules sacred space. The balancing of the masculine and feminine energies are also helping you balance your heart and your mind. Putting you on the path of wholeness, enhancing your creativity. And when I mean creativity, what I mean by that is not just, things that we think of as creative, such as art or dancing. I'm talking about anything creative. Everything that you do, everything that you manifest is creative. So I'm really talking about enhancing your manifestation abilities. This is going to ease up a lot of your inner struggle. And this message is specifically for twin flames. For those of you that have been feeling disempowered, that have been giving your energy away from your twin or have been struggling with balancing the masculine and feminine energies, this 12-12 gateway is going to help you align that energy more. And those things that were preventing you from seeing your own power and your ability to transform yourself should be removed. So you have to remember that you're the builder of your own dreams. And what might be a byproduct of this, okay? Because we're dealing with the South Node. So those beliefs, people, and situations that are related to our past life karma are going to have to go. Those things that are blocking you from your power, that are stemming from your past life karma, this is going to help heal that, this energy, this gateway. I do want to mention too that there is going to be DNA upgrades with this gateway. So make sure you take care of yourself, drink lots of water, get lots of rest, take it easy on yourself. Let me check the Sabian symbol. I think I was going to read that for you guys. The Sabian symbol for the moon in Gemini is 3 fledglings in a nest high up in a tree. So to me, this is a sign of the ascension, and we are those little fledgling birds in the tree. This is new. We're like new baby chicks, just opening our eyes to this new reality that's being created. So think of yourself that way. Don't be hard on yourself. Think of yourself as this little fledgling bird, and everyone's just learning how to deal with this energy. The sun is on the Sabian, a group of immigrants fulfilling the requirements for entering a new country. The Sabian also has to do with the ascension. Again, the immigrants are new. They're in a place that's new. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what it's going to be like. Okay? Think of yourself as that immigrant as well. Go easy on yourself. Just take things as they come. And besides the ascension, just in general, both of those Sabians speak about the new. And like I mentioned at the beginning, here we are in the culmination, the last full moon of 2016. And in 2 weeks, we're going to be in the new. So take these last 2 weeks to think about what you want to let go of. What beliefs, what situations, and what people are continuing to hold you back. And let them go in anticipation of something better and more aligned with your new vibrations coming in. So I hope that report wasn't too scattered for you. I'm really feeling the energies today. Energies are very high for me right now. So my brain is a little bit scattered. I hope you could follow that. Thank you so much for your support, guys, for watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel and my videos. I love you so much, and I will be back very soon with the tarot reading for twin flames and divine partnerships.